Now, this is where it get good at. Guess who the black detective was that interviewed me?
A black detective that interviewed you?
The black undercover hip-hop police detective that interviewed me and took the case when I filed the charges on Tekashi69.
Real life. Real life. It ain't real life. Just ain't. Reallyfe Street Starz. You know what time it is.
Reallyfe Street Starz. We're in here with Skyy Lyfe. How you been? Skyy, where have you been? That is the ultimate question.
Y'all know y'all always stay in my business. Y'all know my life always been open to y'all. Y'all know what the going on. Where I've been a lot of places. Let me take this mask out. One thing I'm not doing is just, I wear my mask because I'm still social distancing. Best thing came out of COVID.
Right.
Because there's a lot of dirty out here that I don't want to. So when I got my mask on, that mean I don't fuck with you. But I fuck with Reallyfe Street Starz.
Yes.
Y'all finally got my ass back here on this blue couch, huh?
Yep. And
y'all know I gave y'all first interview.
Right.
But I stressed y'all out because I went so hard, y'all fumbled the interview and lost the file.
See, I wasn't there for that. But
yes, your ass.
I wasn't there.
Who
I wasn't
there?
That was Joker and Jeff. I thought it was just Joker.
Yeah, whoever it was. Remember, I decided I wasn't gonna never come back.
Right.
But and a lot of things occurred since then. But we all go back real life. I go back to my babies.
We go way back.
Go
Skyy.
back before that. That's why they spell a life the way they do. Skyy Lyfe babies. They go way back. It's deeper than entertainment, with us. It's
right.
family.
Skyy, every time you call, man, answer that call every time.
Every time. I love y'all for that. I appreciate that. Sorry that it took so long, but you know what? We on God's time. No rush, no weary. I'm here now.
Man, since you went through so much shit, Skyy, since
I'm blessed.
Yeah.
I'm blessed. I mean, I let a real back in the game. They tried to take me out. I think I got caught up in the Illuminati or something.
Right.
Like I broke a mirror 7 years ago that's just now being fixed. But, all glory to God. I'm here, I'm bigger, I'm better, I'm bolder,
You look good. You looking good.
As always.
Yeah.
You see, I was gonna pop my shit. I taught all these how to dress. I'm the original hair color. What the fuck going on? Ain't gonna never be none less. The biggest. Texas top publicist. Now turned comedian.
Right.
I'm a comedian now.
Yeah, and I want to talk about you being a comedian. You've been with Lunel.
Yes. That's my mustard seed, baby. You gotta think about it. I was born 2 days before Christmas, December the 23rd. I was born with teeth.
Okay.
I was born with 4 teeth at the top and 4 teeth at the bottom. I was born into the game. I've been mentored my whole life and groomed. They knew I was special. Haters from birth, they was hating on me in the baby nursery. Look at that bitch over there with the teeth. So I'm used to it. I'm a mentor. I have been groomed. The church automatically took me in. That baby special, her gift gonna be her mouth.
Right.
So of course I became a publicist. And of course I'm ready to use this mouth now. Since the change, it's a lot of things that have changed about me. A lot of things. Still finding them. Right. Still Texas top publicists, and can't nobody even came close. I've been sitting down over 5 years, 6 years, and nobody has even came close to touching, let alone defeating my title.
Right.
Raise your hand. Nobody. Text everything touching belong to me. Y'all know what the fuck going on.
You always seem to get around these, famous people and
famous people get around me.
Okay, let's get it right. Let's get it right.
Me. I've always been blessed to have the opportunity to attract the best mentors and being groomed. People seen gifts in me.
Right.
People believed in me, and they seen what I was to become before I even knew what I knew or who I was to be. So I was blessed, even though I am from Dallas, born at Parkland Hospital, from Oak Cliff, from the bottom.
Right.
Dead end. Street credit good. My daddy from South Dallas, original Fort Dukes. But with me being born with my gifts, teeth, blonde hair, blue eyes, Christmas Day, they brought me home like baby Jesus. It was no other way. Even though I've always had a veil of protection around me. Right. It's just always been there. So me just always following my calling. As young as a little girl, I was always in tag. I was always in talented and gifted. I always stood out. I always super excelled at everything. I've been in therapy since I was 5 years old. Okay, I have some of the best mentors. I have mentored and been groomed by the best in the game. You know, but I was groomed on the other side. So now I'm taking a new stance and finding my way and doing mines. Right. So I still do PR for those that I understand my assignments now. So only the ones who I understand that is my assignment. I'm not playing God anymore and helping everyone. You know, a lot of things came. So the new Skyy, I don't see myself forsaking. I haven't taken a project since 3 died. 3, I haven't. Right. I have not took a project since he died. And
I would love to get into 3 because I have a lot of questions about that. But before that, you said something about protection. And you were in a robbery. And for this channel, that I want you to explain and go through detail of the Tekashi69.
Oh, let me take my jacket off.
Robbery for the channel.
It's getting hot in here. Let me take my jacket off. Okay, we're finna get into the nitty gritty.
Yeah, let's get into
Let's get into the nitty gritty. I got a little time.
Yes. So if you don't mind, and I know this is a very touchy subject, because
it is.
It is.
If
you ever been in a robbery,
this is the first time that I spoke publicly and openly.
Okay.
About everything that occurred. I've never, I don't do bloggers and podcasters because I know the truth. So when I see bloggers and podcasts, and I have degrees in journalism, so when I see it, kind of eats me a little bit if it's not done right. You know, I'm a workhorse and I run with structure. So I don't watch them. I don't. So only, I guess, what is it, a blog podcast I ever did was Tasha K. Mm-hmm. Now I did TMZ. I've, done Complex, Showtime, Hulu, Spotify. But anything that's not prime time, I've always declined. So you are actually the first.
And we appreciate it.
I love y'all. I wasn't gonna do. I'm still mad at Dallas. So we'll get into that too. Right. So Dallas was not on the table, but when I made that call yesterday and I heard my little rook baby voice, I'm a sucker for love. So it was no other choice. I'm like, okay, this what the mood, this what God said we're gonna do. So I'm gonna give it to Reallyfe Street Starz. So take it easy on me.
I will.
But we're gonna get into the Tekashi thing.
All right. So can you explain that? You start that day.
Okay.
You take your time.
I'm not crying. I'm just, trying to gather my words to make sure I say it correctly. So I'm just gonna go with my heart and how it started.
Yeah, because the internet, they're gonna do what they're gonna do anyway. It don't matter.
So this, and I told them that I am not gonna cuss a whole bunch, but he totally ruined my life, my career. When he came into my life that day, April the 3rd, 2018, he started a whole spiral of events that we'll talk about. So, mind you, prior to this, I did not know this guy. None of them. And still have not ever met him or seen him face to face. Somebody who took so much from me. So that's part of the reason why I'm here.
Right.
I want my energy back. I want my leak back. I want all the money that is owed to me from everybody that owed me money. I want all my shit.
Understandable.
Yeah. Get it off my chest. It's time. I've been done moved on. And it took 7 years. And I'm still growing and I'm still going. I had to go get my mind right. Had to go get my heart right. Had to go get my life right. All behind this situation. That boy did the game dirty. He did the game dirty. And it's a lot of people that played a part in why the industry's so up now today. So I'm gonna take you down through there. I'm gonna build the map and give everybody all the missing pieces to the puzzle. The reason why a lot of people can't move on.
Right.
I had to sit back and watch and wait for timing because a lot of people gonna ask, why she just now saying something? Or why she just, cause you. Not on nobody time but God time. I had to heal. But I'm here now. April the 3rd, 2018. I had been in New York City. Everybody know I've always traveled everywhere. I work with everybody, all around the country and out the country. So it was nothing new. Same day was my last day in New York. I had been in New York about 7 days. I had did a whole bunch of stuff. I had a full itinerary day and night. I'm all in the Marcy Projects. I'm all in Harlem. I'm all in Jersey. We shooting videos. We doing interviews. I got one of my artists with me and we working, right? Mm-hmm. That particular day, it was, I believe it was a Wednesday. I had an early morning interview with my agents, Park Slopes, my agents, because they, I've been, my Jewish agents, so, they've been trying to sell me the bag since I was a kid. I ain't took it yet. It ain't been big enough yet, but we revisiting offers now. Right. So I had that meeting that morning. I get back to the hotel. It was my last day there. My flight was scheduled to leave at 7 o'clock that night. I always had my security detail. Everything was going great. I had my drivers, my security detail, everything going good. I don't have no problems with nobody. I don't have no problems because I don't make problems or create problems. I'm a problem solver. And I'm always going to take the side of right, and everybody knows that. Mm-hmm. I've always been one that can come into situations and mediate between artists and artists, labels and labels, city and city, and have respect on both sides to squash those. That's what I was groomed and raised to do. Yeah. So I'm in New York this day. My flight was to leave at 7. I took, the hotel checkout was at 1. I said, I gave my security and told them, pay them off, y'all can go. I just my driver. I had my artist, I had my assistant, which lives in New York. He was there, and I had gave the security, it's off. We don't have no problems. I just have them come around with me just in case, somebody want to come acting funny. But I've never had any problems to persist like what happened this day. So my plans were to go see the Statue of Liberty because as many times as I've been in New York, I never have time to do any tourist. So I specifically planned this itinerary to where I have a gap where I could go see the Statue of Liberty. So hotel checkout is at 1, driver's there to be at 2, go to Statue of Liberty, then get to the airport. So as I'm getting dressed, I'm getting our bags packed, we're getting ready to leave. It's about noon. I get a call from 50 Cent's right-hand man, which is DJ Thorough. Okay. And Thorough says, hey sis, I heard you was in town, blah, 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 come by this 650. And I'm like, nah, bro, I'm tired. I have relationships with all the DJs. I'm co-founder of one of the biggest DJs in the country. Shout out to my Go DJs. I represent some of the biggest DJs in the industry, R.I.P. Michael 5000 Watts, my brother. I'm on my way to H-Town after we leave, after I leave here. For sure. Yes. So, and I've never had any problems with any of the DJs. They're like my best buddies because, DJs and publicists are always the ones in the back catching the heat for everything that the artists are doing. Mm-hmm. So, and I've never had any problems with 50, so like I was totally caught off guard. So, Thorough begged me, come on, sis, come on. And I'm like, me being the old Skyy, the people pleaser Skyy, all right. Putting people before myself. Okay. I took the ticket. I had already let my security leave, so I just had, my driver and my assistant, the artist. Like, all right, I'll be down there. I did not want to go because I was just at Quad City, like the night before, which is right across the street. Like, it totally threw my itinerary out, but me being the people pleaser, I went. Unknowing. Now, mind you, I have no idea that I am walking into an ambush.
Right.
I'm finna walk into ambush. I'm finna lose my life. Is where I was on my last ride to in New York. So we knew, and I was staying in Manhattan, so he wasn't too far, cause 50 places in Manhattan. So I say, look, I'm gonna get there at 3 o'clock. I'm only gonna stay 1 hour, because they were taping This Is 50 show. That's another reason why I have never did another podcast, because that podcast that I died behind, I still suffer from PTSD. Okay. So I said, I'm only gonna stay for 1 hour, right? 1 hour, that's it, that's all. I gotta get to the airport. So we get there, me and my assistant artist, we jump out. I had a driver spin the block, because parking down that $60 an hour.
Right.
I'm like, by the time you make 2 of these city blocks, because as long as it takes to get around New York, I'll be coming out, go spin the block. So they buzz me in, I get into the lobby, they come down, get me, go up there. Thorough. Hey, Thorough, what's up, bro? What's up, brother? Hey, sis, boom, boom, boom. He walked me around, This Is 50. I'm not impressed. Looked like a little newsroom to me. And so I go have a little small room like this. We sit back, me, him, Junior. Now, you gotta understand, when I'm explaining this story and explaining things, I'm finna explain it for when it happened, and then when it first happened, you don't know what happened, but you're talking about 7 years later. So now I know what happened, and I was able to play it back in my mind and put the pieces together. How they caught me sleeping, who caught me sleeping, who set the play up, all of that. Yeah, I'm gonna take you back down through there.
Right.
So I go off in there. They standing up, mic'd up. We, do the interview. We still never done now, not knowing the whole time the camera man is actually feeding the footage to DJ Academic and to Tekashi69. They're stalling time to make sure they got the move for this hit.
Yeah.
So, mind you, I'm totally caught off guard. We do the interview and go take pictures. Tell Thorough by exactly 1 hour. I'm leaving, I'm ready to go. I'm hot, got a fur coat on, got some heels on, put my flip-flops back on, I'm busting out the door with my bag. Let's go. Moving with, what people moving with, being the charge leader that I am. And go downstairs, they sign us out, we walking. Now, as I'm walking to the double doors, I see a black on black Suburban come up like mine. But it's driving crazy. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna cuss the drive out. Don't be driving crazy like that. So 5 guys jump out of the car, right? And they all got guns. I can see the guns. I'm very street smart, right? So we were walking through the lobby. I see the guns, but I'm still walking. I'm like, oh, they must be shooting a movie out there. We're in Manhattan. They shoot movies every other block, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm like, oh, they must be shooting a movie. So I'm still walking while I'm standing there. We walking, I'm like, oh, look at them. They got guns. They must be shooting a movie or something. So as soon as I grab the glass door, they energy changed from looking around and finna go somewhere and turn straight to me. Mm-hmm. 5 men. They own this the door, this the Sally Port, and they're at this door. They're at this door, I'm at this door. By the time I realized that it was an ambush coming for me. So when they snatched the doors open, I'm already putting the door out. They got me. It is nothing I can do. They got me. They say, rap a lot. Now to know, the man that screamed fuck rap a lot was Shotty. I did not know Shotty. I still do not know Shotty. Shotty was who screamed fuck rap a lot. Get on the ground. Where Junior at? They roughing up my artist, they roughing up my assistant looking for J. Prince Jr. J. Prince Jr. was not there. Yeah. My response was, when he said, get on the ground, when he came through his exact words, fuck rap a lot. get on the ground. Where Junior at? Those are the exact words. My exact response was, yeah, fuck Reallyfe. Junior ain't here. That was my exact words. And I'm not getting on the ground. My daddy said, if you gonna me, you better look at me in my face, nigga. That's exactly what I told Skyy. At this time, they got us hemmed up in the Sally Port. They done snatched my bag. I really threw it to them. You can have it all. They done snatched everything I got. They over roughing up my sister. My sister is just as gay as, no disrespect to any of, no gay people. I love my sister. I feel so bad that this happened to him with me because he did not deserve that either. And he is still going through it. This is hard.
It's a traumatic experience.
Oh, because he started a railroad of events, okay? So they robbed us, rough us up. It was an old white man came and opened the door. When the old white man opened the door, I ran out the door. And I ran in the street because I'm looking for police because at this particular time, if you've been to Manhattan, it's the police on every 30 seconds. The law so hot, you can't even hit a joint a little bit and put it out. They gonna smell it. Then they got the robot police. I'm running to the corner screaming for help. I don't see a police nowhere. And I'm just knowing I'm finna hear gunshots because anytime you have seen things that trickled after this, you've seen all of these murders start happening after this in the industry. What the murders weren't happening before this. The murders start happening after this. Right? Right? You get where I'm going?
Yeah.
This opened up a whole chain of events that I'm gonna take you down there through it.
Yeah.
Murders wasn't happening before that. Everybody else who got those choppers put in their face like I did. Yeah. They did.
Right.
God saved me for a reason. God gave me these teeth for a reason. I'm finna eat their hearts out. It ain't exposing nothing. I'm not gonna give you no allegations, no alleged. I ain't gonna put none of it on anything that I say. Defamation, I want all of it because I have been defamed. I don't care. Look, what else can you take from me? I'm speaking my truth. So they take everything from me. I jump it right in, and by the time I get to the end of the corner, I heard a car speeding out, but I was listening for gunshots because I just knew they was gonna kill my babies. I knew they was gonna kill my assistant, shoot me in the back. My artist that was there with me. I'm not gonna say the artist's name that was there with me. Some people, if you know, you know. The internet probably gonna find out who it is. But out of respect, I'm not gonna put any names that have not. I'm not gonna add no additional names into.
There is video footage of this. Right?
Oh, there's a lot of video footage because. Okay, so we get robbed. The first thing I want to do, since I couldn't find the police, I jump in the car with my driver because he pulled up right after that. I jump in the car. He see us frantic, like, what is you doing out here running around like you crazy? What's going on? He jump out the car, like, we just got robbed. Something just happened. And I'm telling him, I'm like, get me the out of New York. Get me the out of New York. So I just want to get home. I'm scared. I'm terrified. I need to call home and tell my husband what happened. I need to tell my kids what happened. I need to call down in Houston and tell Junior somebody trying to kill him. I'm terrified, but guess what? They done took all our phones. They done took everything. So by the time I get to the airport, we had artist interest because we was on a private. So when this how crazy, I have never been so scared a day in my life. I have never, if I ever feel anybody come to me in my life with that kind of fear, they turn, when I say how they turned, the engine turned towards me, I suffer from PTSD from that moment. If I ever feel that kind of bad energy, again, if number one, you gotta get away from me, but I would shoot you. I would shoot you. I wear a mask, I don't bother nobody, but I have to protect my life. And that'll never happen again. I get to the airport. Guess who the first person I run into trying to get my luggage? I'm paranoid. I'm so paranoid, I don't know who done set me up. I'm not trusting nobody. Was it the driver? Is it the man at the airport? Who did it? But what I did do was, was able to grab my backup phone. I'm like, DJ Thorough. I'm getting the car, I'm calling DJ Thorough. I get my phone, I call back to the city, tell my sister, pull up these people I need you to call, these people I need to see what the fuck going on. I'm trying to call DJ Thorough. I'm like, because I want to ask him what happened. Did you know what happened? Who are these people? Because that's the person who invited me there. DJ Thorough.
Yeah.
50 Cent's right-hand man. And I need to call you and let you know what just happened to me in your building, correct? He's not answering the phone at all. By the time we get to the airport, which is like maybe 45 minutes after the incident happened, I get out the car. Carmen is at the entrance. I'm so nervous and shaking like a leaf. He grabs my bags. He's like, can I help you? I was like, certainly, sir. He's like, how you doing? I'm like, I'm not even paying him no attention. I'm trying to get text message and word out to everybody. And he's standing there just a gentleman. He let me go.
Just comment.
And my artist is sitting over there like, Mama, that's Carmen. I didn't even know. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, Carmen. Thank you so much. Can we get a picture, sir? And I can't talk right now. I am extremely busy. I didn't want to tell him what had just happened.
Right.
You know, but I did not have time to chat. Right. Took the picture with him and, you know, jumped on the plane. I got to get the fuck up out of here. When we get to the airport, the shit done went viral. The shit done went viral. It's already, at this time, I would say 4 million views within 45 minutes. The video at this time was shown from somebody inside of the Suburban that was filming it, right? Now it's a lot of different angles of it. You know, through all of the litigations and stuff that went on, they were able to pull footage and all the footage on top of the footage that I backed up. So you got different angles, but the first angle that came out was the Suburban. That's the one that DJ Academic fed out. The person inside of the car, which we know now today, it was Tekashi69, was the one inside of the car holding the camera. I didn't know that at the time, but I did know that the hit had came from Tekashi69 by the time I got to the airport, because he had leased to DJ Academic, and DJ Academic. And now, mind you, this is when all this internet stuff first started coming. This is when all this podcasts and bloggers, or this is the internet first start, people start, you know, associating with this type of new content creation, right? Mm-hmm. So, Tekashi, first thing is DJ Academic. I had never heard of DJ Academic, first of all. I had never heard of him. And it's somebody from somebody named DJ Academic is sharing a video that says J Prince Jr. gets robbed by Tekashi69 and his goons at 50 Cent's studio. And this is going viral. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. And now, mind you, and by the time now it's 45 minutes later, it done went viral. It's up to over, you know, almost 4 million views. 4 million views. It's spreading like wildfire. And J Prince Jr. done already responded. Because Junior wasn't with me. Junior was in Florida with Meek. So Junior goes on here, because him and Junior previously were he was with J Prince Jr. Remember, they had got into it, and he was telling Junior to suck him and the Shotty dude and the dudes, because him and Junior had got into it a couple of weeks earlier at South by Southwest. Mm-hmm. And you know, I've been doing South by Southwest since the very beginning. Ain't never had no problem. Look, I see Junior, and that's my brother, that's my family. I love rap a lot, but I didn't have anything to do with him and Junior getting into it, right? So Junior responds. Junior didn't even look at the video. Junior just assumed that this was this little boy messing with him again, lying on him again, starting trying to do this, what he calls clout chasing now. The worst thing that ever came into the industry was that word clout chasing. How many people have died behind clout chasing? Clout chasing is the new drug. It's worse than crack. Everybody chasing is 5 minutes of high. I mean, doing the worst thing to everybody, the mothers, the brothers, the sisters, their family, backstabbing just to get 5 minutes of high. They chase, it's worse than crack. They chasing clout now, not crack, clout. So I get back to Texas. I immediately got to get to Houston. I immediately got to get to Houston. By the time I get home, my husband got security everywhere. I'm terrified. Everybody's drilling me of how did I miss protocol? Because we got to figure this out. Skyy just got robbed at New York by 5 niggas at gunpoint at 50 Cent's studio. And they would look for J Prince Jr. We got to figure out what the happened. Who the happened, what the happened. I'm being drilled. When I tell you I'm being drilled on every side. I'm talking about literally, I know the day that I feel when that look came to me and they pulled them guns on me, I felt my life leave my body. I no longer had the love for the industry, the entertainment, my job, my career anymore. No, they didn't kill me physically, but they did. And a piece of my soul died. So you say, Skyy, where you been? I've been fighting for my life. Real bad. Get back to Texas. Immediately got to go down to Houston. Got to have a meeting with the whole family. I've always been a good girl.
Right.
I've never stepped around. Can't nobody in the industry ever say they had me. I don't kick nobody's ass unless they deserve it. I ain't never been a bully. Thank you, honey. I always follow protocol. I've never been called into the office. I've never got in trouble. I was terrified. I think I literally, I don't even drink. Angel gave me a shot. I'm gonna take a little shot now. I literally drank a whole bottle of tequila. I was so nervous. And we had a long, lengthy meeting, stretched out. Never got an apology from anybody, except for, my Rap-A-Lot family. They did apologize. It was very heartbreaking for them to see that it was me that this happened to. Because I'm the sweetest person in the world. And I didn't deserve it. But then, too, if Junior would have been there, I think it would have been a different outcome. Okay?
Right.
We'll talk that because you want to know, we had to get through the business. We had to find out what happened. Because the facts don't lie. Skyy got robbed in New York by 5 men at Tekashi69 had something to do with it. How did this happen? Why did this happen? So with me being a publicist, I have mastered privacy. I only give the world what I want them to see. And everybody loved me doing PR. I take your secrets to the grave. Mm-hmm. Don't tell nobody. Exposing? No. I just put the word on notice if I don't fuck with you no more. But I don't expose you. Yeah. Bury your ass. Blackball you. If I quit fucking with you, everybody gonna quit fucking with you. That's about it. But as far as exposure, no. I'm more classier than that. I was taught well.
Right.
So, time goes on. I continue to try to work like things are normal, but not knowing that I was suffering PTSD. The signs were there because stuff that I was used to doing, going to concerts, going to clubs, going to studios, it all made me nervous. Anytime I had to walk out the door, usually I'm a pack leader where I can walk out the door and even I let my security walk behind me, I would get this fear. So I was moving different. Then I started, when they robbed me, they took my hard drives. 5 hard drives. That everybody remember, I used to carry them hard drives everywhere I go. I had them 5 hard drives. That's all my artist contracts, that's all my blueprints, all my paperwork, all the files, all the music, all the artwork, all my lectures, that for my school lectures, my teaching lectures, all of my programs, all of my plans, all of my work on those 5 hard drives. That really set me back. That set me back so far, I lost my typing ability for 3 years. I couldn't touch a computer without feeling like electricity was going through my body. So after I left and, stayed in Houston for a couple of days and, went and made sure I lawyered up and got lawyers and discussed, the way that I'm going to go after this, I let it be known. I'm going to file charges on this because, and it wasn't nothing about no cloud, it wasn't about nothing. I wanted my shit back. That was it. I really just wanted my shit back, and I need to let the police know this person robbed me, and I really just wanted my hard drives. You can have the red bottoms, you could have the expensive purse, you could have the money that was in there. I just wanted my hard drives. So I flew back to New York a week later. I didn't tell nobody I was going. Me and my artist. Nobody knew I was going except for my family. Knew I was going to go back to New York and file these charges. So this where it gets interesting. I think I'm going to take my glasses off so y'all can see I'm telling the truth. This where I get interesting, world. So I fly back to New York the next week to go file the charges. I had been calling and, you know, trying to see if I could do it over the phone or over the internet. I just really needed a report number so maybe I can file with my insurance or something. I remember they would transfer me around. I'm like, I need to report a robbery. I need to report a robbery. I need to report a robbery. And the first thing, where did it happen at? Now, you know, New York has the tightest gun laws in the country. And they really don't play in Manhattan and Times Square, where the studio was located at. They don't play down there. You know, if it was in Brooklyn or the Bronx or Queens, they probably wouldn't have gave much and took my story seriously, but it happened in the tourist town. So I fly back to New York, me and my artist. I had already been talking to, you know, the detectives, letting them know I need to fly back. So they gave me which precinct I need to go to and what I need to do. Get back to New York, I'm undercover, go dip in. I go to the precinct, talk to the lady at the front desk, tell her who I was. I had been calling and this is what they told me to do. They take me upstairs to this room. Sit in a little police room, right? Me and my artist. They have us fill out a statement. What happened? It was a white detective. First, he fill out the statement. He takes the statement, he say, stay right here. He come back with a big black man. Big buff ass black man. Kind of mean. White dude's kind of cool. Black dude mean. Everybody plain clothes, remind you that. They not in suits. Police suits or suits, they all plain clothes. T-shirts, jeans, but they laws. They police. Black dude, he done read the statement. He say, come with me. We go to another room. We go, no lie. We go to a room. It's about 15 plain clothes officers, women and men, plain clothes. They got all these computers linked up. Guess what I walked into? Everybody thought it was a myth. The hip hop police really exist.
What?
Me and Junior Boy look at ourselves. I said, damn, nigga, this the hip hop police. He said, walk through and look at all these computers. Identify who robbed you. Every last one of these detectives, they got all the Tekashi69, them, all of them. They got all they shit. They got all these people. Now, mind you, I ain't never heard of Skyy. I only heard of Tekashi. I don't know him. I don't know nobody, none of these people. But I can remember who robbed me because it's stitched in my head, right? So they like walk through it. So they all got all these music videos and all these pictures and all this shit. Like, I'm going computer to computer. It's like, look at this. Look at that. I identified my robbers from all of that stuff. It was like, okay, fine, thank you. We're going to get back with you. Now, this is where it get good at. Guess who the black detective was that interviewed me?
A black detective that interviewed you?
The black undercover hip-hop police detective that interviewed me and took the case when I filed the charges on Tekashi69.
Black undercover detective. Who?
Who shortly became his manager shortly after that. Wack 100.
What?
Wack 100.
Hold on. Okay, so you're saying...
I am saying Wack 100 is a New York, he started out, he's the one who reported turned the case over to the feds. The case would have just been a case on somebody's desk that would have gotten caught up in millions of other that happened in New York. Wack 100 is the detective that interviewed me when I made the report on Tekashi, he's the one that referred it over to the feds. And then that's where his promotion came in.
Hold on. hold on. So you're saying Wack 100 was...
Wack 100. Wack 100. And I've sat back all this time flabbergasted. Now, mind you, let's do a pyramid.
Okay.
I've showed you where 56 is at. I've showed you Tekashi. I showed you DJ Academic. Did nobody know who DJ Academic was until Tekashi69.
Well,
he got his clout off of Tekashi. He made his name off the...
He was doing a lot of Chicago stuff at first, and then...
But his name got... that
they
bullshit.
get bigger, yeah.
That clout chasing. DJ Academic is the one that really started that first messy, blog rhetoric, right?
Yeah.
With the messy shit in New York, and then going to Tekashi69, then Tekashi, he became the poster child of clout chasing industry rap beef, right? I didn't know that them niggas was already up on the investigation. Shotty, all of them. I don't do shit. I didn't know them like that. They were under investigation for a whole lot of shit. All of them. Trey 9 gang, whoever they is. I don't know them folks. I'm not a gang member. I'm an upstanding citizen of the community. And I wanted, number one, I wanted my name cleared up because DJ Academic saying, number one, rapper like J. Prince Jr. got robbed, which was a lie. It was Skyy that got robbed. Then DJ Academic got it wrong. He rewrote it and he called me goons and drug dealers and gang members. Like, I'm not none of that. So defamation of character, yeah, all of that. Now, mind you, a week later, that video done been chopped up, sliced up, put this way, put that way, and that fire is blazing out of control. I'm over here having a meltdown, but I still got itineraries to go on. I went and filed the charges. Life started life. Life kept lifing, but life was lifing good. 2018 was the best year and the worst year of my life. My career went international that year. I was invited to Israel. I was just about to go over there and do whatever they doing in Israel that you do with the white people, the Jews, to get on there and send me my invite. Right. I was on my way to Israel. Did the BET Awards that year, real heavy and hard. Had Boosie itinerary and Kevin Gates itinerary. All at Jamie Foxx house. That's where I met Lunel at. Jamie Foxx introduced me to Lunel in 2018 after he hosted the BET Awards. I told my cousin, Jamie, Eric, I said, I want to do comedy now. Because after I got robbed in New York, the BET Awards is in June. I got robbed in April. I was over with the industry then. I got to find me another life, something that I can do myself. Nobody even knew that I was like, I think I'm going to start doing comedy as a stress reliever. So I started like going down to Hyenas on Wednesdays, doing like they little open mic comedy and going to their little classes, just trying it out. And they said I was naturally funny. So I'm like, okay. And nobody knew but me. And I told Jamie, and Jamie said, sit right here. And that's when I met me and Lunel locked in that day, and we've been together ever since.
Okay. I have to back up just a little bit about this Wack 100. So, did you know who Wack 100 was, or are you putting faces together now?
I didn't figure out who Wack 100 was until, shortly after the robbery. Mind you, after the robbery. Before the robbery, I got robbed at 50 Cent studio, right? Before the robbery, 50 and Tekashi was friends. Remember, 50 was running around saying that was his son. They was all in the pool together, and shit, right? After that, you didn't see 50 with Tekashi anymore. After a botched assassination attempt of J. Prince Jr. life, and you got the wrong target. Should have told me while you had a chance, nigga. Now I'm telling it all. So, about 2 months after the robbery, now mind you, I have to sit back and watch these doing videos and doing so great. And you know, living his best life.
Yeah, I think he goes up from
And
here.
I'm over, he goes up from here. I'm over here suffering. I see everybody's numbers going up and off of my pain and my suffering. 2 months after that is when it started going rocky. Well, she was already rocky now that I didn't know. She was already going rocky with them, with Tekashi and Shotty and all this shit. Like they have a whole long background of shit. Matter of fact, Complex Magazine wrote a whole book about me and the whole everything. It's called Dummy Boy. They gave me the first book off of there. Sean Shapiro. Thank you, Sean Shapiro. Shout out to Complex Magazine. A lot of people me over during this time, but it was a lot of people that came in and really helped me. And Complex Magazine, they really did. Sean Shapiro went to that trial every day and documented everything on that trial, and he helped me get justice. But I'm not done yet because I want my money out of all these sons of a. So 50 bag up away from it. He into it with Shotty him. Next thing you know, he got a new manager. This Wack 100 nigga. I had never heard of Wack 100. I've been in the industry my whole life. I'm good on the East Coast and the West Coast. I've been down with Death Row. The f*** you mean? And I'm like, that's the police officer that interviewed us. I go back to look at the card that he gave me that day and called my artist like, am I tripping? He like, nah, mama. I'm like, slide back, step back. So, blocked it out my head. I'm hoping to run into this in the mix. If I run into Tekashi to this day or even back then, I am going to snatch his hair off his head. I'm going to beat that teeth down his throat. And that's not no allege or no allegation. I want that bitch hair in my I'm beating the shit out of him. It's going to take God himself. I don't give a how big his security is. I'm driving through them soul to get to his head. So, we fast forward up. Let's get to November. I come home for the holidays, just coming off my yearly itinerary. I come home the Friday before Thanksgiving. Spend time with my family, be there with my mama. You know, I'm going to be here November, December, January, and February, I'm up moving around. Come home that Friday. I came in from L.A. Be home with my husband, my kids, mama, daddy. That Sunday night, I started getting calls underground saying they just hit Tekashi house in New York. The feds did. And it ain't went viral yet. Nobody had got a hold of it yet. But, you know, my people, the streets was talking. I said, I don't give a fuck. Fuck that nigga. I didn't know it had nothing to do with that case that I had filed. I did not know. I just thought they was doing too much. Come Monday morning, 9 o'clock, I'm getting calls. Southern District of New York, the feds calling. I'm looking at the phone, because Southern District big than a motherfucker. I'm like, the fucking feds calling me. This gotta have something to do with this boy, because I'm already getting calls at this boy. 9 o'clock, get on the phone. Hello? Hello, Miss Daniels? Who is this? Southern District, New York, this the feds. We like to send a car to come pick you up, put you on a jet, fly you back to New York. We have arrested Daniel Hernandez, a.k.a. Tekashi69, and all 5 of the men that robbed you that day. We have put an indictment down on them, and you are our key witness in the case. We need you to come back to New York and get a statement. My husband's still sleeping in the bed because Mondays is our day out. I said, y'all, I ain't never coming back to New York for y'all to finish the job. Hung up. They called right back. Ma'am, you can trust us. This is actually the federal. We're going to send you some emails. We can prove that it is us. They start sending me emails with all their official email addresses on it. They said we can arrange for you and as many people as you like, as you feel protected, you and your family, to come back to New York. We'll pay for everything. We just need a statement out of you. Hung up the phone. I said, call me back. I need to call my lawyer. Call down to Houston. Lawyer up. Tell my lawyers what's going on. By noon, it done got out to the media. I got the New York Times, the New York Herald, the LA Times, every publication They done leak my name out. They calling. They want interviews. I ain't finna do nothing, right? I already know how to stay ahead. I'm a publicist. I'm trained on media. I'm gonna hold my story. It's worth something. No. So I'm declining left and right. Come Tuesday, I'm sorry, they blowing my phone up between the feds and the PR. Then everybody calling because everybody knows Skyy. They tracking my name to it, and they're like, my shit going dumb. And my phone already always go dumb. It's really going dumb. And I'm like, I cuss everybody out. Come Tuesday evening. I said, you know what? I'm not doing a thing before Monday. I'm home for the holidays. I'm not gonna come back to New York. I'm not gonna do no interviews tomorrow. It's Wednesday. I'm gonna be picking some greens and making some dressing with my mama and my family for Thanksgiving. Call me Monday, the Monday after Thanksgiving. Now, mind you, I had a show that Saturday. I was supposed to have a show that Saturday after Thanksgiving in Houston with Lunel. First show I'm gonna do with Lunel. That Thursday come, we do Thanksgiving. That Friday come, it was the day that Tekashi was scheduled to release his first album. Was on Black Friday, day after Thanksgiving. Tekashi was scheduled to release his first album that Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. We're gonna need these now.
Oh, wait. Come on.
Thank you, Lord Jesus. Got this guy. Better not cry. Better not cry. Better not cry. Better not cry. The Friday after Thanksgiving, 2018, November the 23rd, 2018, me and my husband had planned to go to the movies that night because I was going to leave that Saturday and I was going to take my mom down to Houston so she could see me do my comedy show for the first time. My husband left. The movie was to start at 9 o'clock. My husband left the house at 9 o'clock to go out to Big T to go pick up some shoes. About 6. The movie started at 9:30. He was gonna be home by at least 9. You know, we live in McKinney. Big T kind of far. He was gonna stop by his mama's house. Cool. 9 o'clock come, my husband don't show up at home. I'm calling his phone. 9:30 call. We done missed the movies. I'm cussing him out. I want a divorce. I hate you. I don't want to be with you no more. You're a dog. Sick of you. 18 years. I'm too fine for this. Find me a new man. I'm cussing my baby out. 10 o'clock come. Oh, I'm about to set it off. Like I'm about to start cutting clothes. Like what? You gonna do me like that? Not knowing this whole time my husband was dead. So you say, where I been? Been healing. You remember, Mike? Remember that first interview I did with you? I brought my husband with me, that first interview. Remember, he had helped you get dressed and stuff. I've been with him 18 years. My soulmate, my love. Love of my life. Hardest thing in life I ever had to survive was losing my husband. I done lost a lot. But that right there sent me to the darkest place I ever been in life, y'all. So bad. Tried to myself. That's the only regret I have in life. 30 days after he got it's my birthday, December the 23rd. I immediately got spooked after Mike got because things really got real weird instantly. Real weird. The betrayal and the was coming from everywhere. I'm already suffering from PTSD, undiagnosed at this time. Losing him, like, it felt like my soulmate was gone. It was like I could hear him calling me. Like, man, this literally, to this day, I have not gotten another relationship. There's something else that done changed about Skyy. Big Skyy single now. Yeah, Big Skyy single. And I loved being married. We still have arguments in my dreams. Like, if I was mad, because, like, if anybody deserved to kill that nigga, it was me. Okay, y'all stole my kill. What, bitch? What the fuck you saying? I was been planning this shit for years. And you remember I used to have all them big old birthday parties. Remember, everybody would come to my birthday parties. And that year, Live had actually bought my birthday party that year. And so I remember they had called me and they was like, Skyy, you don't got to do the party. Even though they had been promoting it, you don't got to do the party because, you know, I understand your husband died. I'm like, nah, I'm still come because people flying in and shit like that. When I already took money, I'm going to still do it. And I went that morning, 30 days after December 23rd, the detectives called me and told me they had caught the shooter, one of the guys who killed my husband. His name Young. It was kind of weird because this dude like 39 years old. And he had just did a 15-year bid. He'd only been out like 8 months. He just had did a 15-year bid. You 39 years old, you only been out 8 months, and you go somebody? Didn't make sense. But that didn't make me happy when they called me that morning and told me they got the guy that in. But that night was so, it was just, I just couldn't take it no more. Like, I had went so dark to the place where I just didn't care. I didn't want to be here no more. I was so sad. And I thank God that I didn't die, but I totally ruined my family. I did this in my bedroom. My son kicked in my door and found me seizing. I took a whole bottle of Xanax and washed it down with a whole bottle of Patron, and I don't even drink or do drugs. Like, I literally stayed in life support on a coma for 5 days. Mm. And when I woke up, I had forgot what I had did. And I just see my mom and my parents, my kids sitting there like, damn, we just lost our daddy and you gonna try to kill yourself too? You're wrong. I totally ruined their whole Christmas. It's the only regret I have in life. It was the most selfish thing, but that grief had got so hard, it had got so dark. But it was just the beginning, because I went through so much more after that. I immediately got paranoid. Remember I moved to LA? Remember when I moved to LA? Mm-hmm. That's where I moved to LA, because I was scared that somebody was like, I'm like, who the f is after me? You know, like, I didn't know the people who killed my husband. Like, then as time permit, like, it was all a setup, all tied into a whole bunch of other stuff. And then I get to New York. I mean, when I leave, because I decided I had to leave. Number one, I was scared. I didn't want anything else to happen to my children or anybody else around me. So LA's always been good to me. And so I was like, I put, everybody on notice that need to, and I got to dip away because, number one, it's hard to heal sometimes in a place where you were hurt. My house, it smells like my husband. It looks like my husband. It feels like my husband. I smell him in the bed. I smell him on the pillows. Every time I walk around, I'm just seeing him, and then having to drive everywhere I'm going. So I could not heal. So I left and went to LA. On top of, I didn't want my kids or nobody else to get hurt. Now, mind you, shit was also going on internally in the city. Remember, I had the Skyy Ultra Lounge. Yep. Remember? Yeah. Had the Skyy Ultra Lounge out in Fort Worth. Remember that event? Well, one of them events I did. Y'all came and filmed. I need to see that footage too if y'all still got any of that. Remember,
I gotta ask Jeff if we still got
Trap, Yella, Go Yayo,
when everybody was good.
Solo Lucci, everybody was good.
Everybody was good.
Everybody was good.
You did that.
And, you did, and I've always maintained that, respecting that same order, right? I made everybody get along.
Right.
Wasn't no beefing. I didn't never like that. It never consists of any of that. Everybody family is the way I've always seen.
There's this viral picture of you, Trap,
Yella,
3, and Yella all together.
Only person in the world got a picture, all three of them together.
Yep.
In my house.
In the
house? Skyy Ultra Lounge. No, we were at the Skyy Ultra Lounge. Okay. But Skyy Ultra Lounge was my house.
Yeah, facts.
They were in my house. They got along. So and you have all the footage there. So all the boys was there. And they all got along.
Right.
This is actually the first time that Rainwater actually has started coming into Three's way.
let's go in this order. What you're talking about? You said we talked about the viral picture.
Yeah, some stuff was going kind of iffy in the city when I went to New York. I mean, I went to move to LA. When I moved to LA, when I got ready to leave and move to LA, now, and this is facts, and if you know, you know.
Okay.
Skyy is the biggest in the city. The biggest in the city. Come to me next, the big is Bebe. Bebe was my right hand for years. I brought Bebe into the city, into this state. When Greg Street left, I was cheerleading for Bebe to come, even though Bebe had 5 cases pending in Shreveport, 18 kids with 16 baby mamas, and all the nasty shit in Louisiana hated him. But had a soft spot for the black ass nigga. I believe everything that black ass nigga said with his stinking breath ass and shiny teeth. Love that black ass nigga. Even though Houston didn't even want me to bring him here, I went against everybody's word and I fell for it. I brought him here. Rolled for Bebe day and night, put him on. Nobody know who he was. Had him to go make Hurricane make a song. Because I had already branded OG Ron C. I gave him a conference. Watts created a label. Hassi created a DJ coalition, so I can't ever use the same program twice. So I had him to make you a personality song because you don't DJ no way. Hype you up. He come to me. Break Hurricane Chris and him at the same time. I paired it up and let people know because everybody thought, hey, Bebe was just a song. I'm like, no, Bebe is about this DJ. Bebe is about this DJ. I'm running all through the world, all through the country about my baby. My baby. Things had started getting kind of weird with me and Bebe. Really. But it was, you know, I'm professional. We don't talk business in bars or in public. We handle shit like mature professional adults. We sit down and talk about shit. Call you face to face. And if I need to pull up, I will. You know that. But me and Bebe had been having problems behind the scenes for like the last 2 or 3 years for a lot of different reasons. Number one, Bebe was getting greedy as I'm steady getting complaints. Bebe charged me $30,000. Bebe charged me $50,000. He ain't do nothing but share me on his Instagram page. Hollering on the CDs. Since you noticed me and Bebe fell out, Bebe ain't had his pool parties. He ain't did his annual birthday bashes. He ain't hosting everybody mixtapes no more. He ain't the #1 hosting all of the shows no more. But y'all thought that nigga was the man. And you still got dick riding ass niggas out here that do. But y'all already know it's been up with me and him. But this is why. Everybody always wants to know why the Skyy hates, well, I ain't gonna say hate, despises Bebe so much. Bebe's a snake. He's worse than a snake. He's a barracuda. Bebe waited and really helped with it too, because when I got to LA and the streets get to talking, Bebe had been feeding secret information after the New York to 50 them, helping with a play because he wanted to dick ride. And you know I am with my babies and with my people. I ain't gonna take it no farther than what it is when it's with us. So you call Bebe, like Bebe, with me and Bebe, it was so deep. Bebe, like literally, like I went to his mama's funeral. Like me and Bebe cried on each other's shoulder. Like Bebe was, I have 4 chessmen on my board. Bebe was one of my 5-star generals. He used to oversee my North Texas region, spanning out through the north side of Louisiana. It took me years to fight to get his name clean and get them cases off him. It took me years of hard work and doing creative and positive publicity on him to build his name up. I got him the MMG chain that he got and got that bitch taken away too. Bebe started getting greedy. He used to get mad at me. Skyy, you give him too much information. He didn't want me to teach the artist the game. But that's not where I was raised and made up. Number one, I have morals. I have a conscience. I to be able to sleep at night. These are these people's dreams. These people are coming to us believing in us. And what the I look like taking their dreams away from them. So yeah, it started getting behind the scenes, bad blood with me and Baby. But nobody would ever know because every time you see Baby, you see me. Or every time you see me, you see Baby. Nobody never knew but me and Baby. Me and Baby was beefing like a because I'm telling you, you can't keep on doing this because these people calling me. You know, like, and I ain't finna keep on making money up and having to do extra work because you taxing these people and they're not getting anything out of it. And he really got to hating, like, remember I always been a big girl. Remember I had weight loss surgery and I lost weight. And so when I was a big girl, I'm always behind the scenes. You know, I've always been behind the scenes. Up until now, I've always worked behind the scenes. If you know, you know. I'm Skyy behind the scenes. I don't know how to sing. I don't know how to rap. I don't know how to dance. I don't know how to twerk. I don't know how to do nothing. But I know how to create and create superstars. Mm-hmm. I am a marketing genius. I'm a mogul. Like, can't nobody outthink me. Like, I'm that. I have created more of the publicity stunts in the industry that people do not know about and get rich. They've always, you know, came to me for everything. I'm like an oracle in this. The godmother. Baby started hating me because I used to send everybody else out, all my artists and all my DJs and everybody else out to all the big invites. Because, you know, I'm back here doing the work. I go to places, but I never was there to be seen. Let y'all go be seen. After I lost the weight, they was questioning special itinerary. We want Skyy. Leave Baby ass at home. Skyy, come do your own work. We don't need Baby's shining face. We want you. Baby started hating when I lost weight and started getting more attention than he did. But me losing weight was not about trying to outshine nobody, nigga. I was trying not to tap out and die. I was 330 pounds running through airports having asthma attacks. Because I always sat at the big table. They always gave me an overportion. They always made sure Skyy didn't do nothing else she gonna eat. They always looked out for me, made sure I ate. If they ain't do nothing else, they gonna make sure they feed their baby. Everybody's always make sure I had something to eat. And I've always shared my food with everybody else. So me and Baby was already beefing. That night that you talking about, that show where all of them was there, me and Baby got into it real bad that night. Now, usually when we do any type of event, anything, Baby is always the first one to leave out the door. Baby gonna leave before the show even end. Baby don't never stay till the lights come on and like that. So that was my club. So after everybody left, you know, I stay behind because we got to do the count and, you know, break down the bars and get everything done. So after everybody leave, I'm sitting in the office with my partner. Me and her, you know, counting it up, doing the paperwork and shit. I walk out of the office. I go to the bar. Baby's sitting at the bar, waiting on me. Well, nobody in there but the cleaning staff and the bartenders and security. So what the f you still doing here? Me and you need to talk. I said, about what? You doing too much. And baby, get the f out my face. He say, yeah, you need to focus on the business that's paying you. I said, what the f is you talking about? He say, you worried about this when it went 0 to nothing with me and him. That's when he fell in, I hate you. I fuck Baby. He say, you worried about getting 1 bag when you could be getting 3. What'd I say? What did I just tell you? He did not want them boys to be together. Because if they together, they gonna talk. Baby charged me 30, Baby charged me 30, Baby charged me 30. I didn't get nothing, I didn't get nothing, I didn't get nothing. They gonna think. Right? But if you keep them divided, where they getting into it, you're able to swindle all sides of them. I told Baby when he told me that, I said, bitch, get out of my club. I said, one of the boys gonna wind up dead. I hate you. You got me up. It's 2018. Because I think we did that event at the end of 2017, going into 2018.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because it happened in December. It was the end of December.
Yeah, it was cold, I remember.
Yeah. We did that event in 2017, going into 2018. Not knowing that Baby had a whole plan going on for me. Baby is who gave the drop that to the in New York that I was in town, a Rap-A-Lot affiliate. He the one that told them that J. Prince Jr. was in town with me. Them niggas don't know me. Only people on my follower list are people on the industry. Like, yeah, all my clients and all my artists and everybody else, they got millions of followers. But all my verified little blue chicks, they the key stakeholders. Them niggas don't know me. Baby, but when I got to LA, I found out that Baby was feeding information from the city, from the states, to me, to other markets. But it all started making sense. Remember Lil Ronnie had this song, Throw Your Ass in a Circle? Remember I had got on Baby behind selling that boy concept and concept and song to MMG. Rick Ross had an artist that was going to drop the exact same song, but I had to stop it. That's when Lil Ronnie was over there with Juju from Fam Life. And then Slim Thug, not Slim Thug, my bad, Thugger.
Mm-hmm.
Thugger, Young Thug tried, he did take that song because Juju wasn't strong enough because Dallas niggas is dick riders, right? And a lot of industry is dick riders. They'll rather listen to a man than listen to a woman, right? They'll let a nigga go fuck them out $30,000, but they don't want to pay a bitch like me $5,000, right? They'll let it screw them all day long. Real weird and real gay. And it's really been getting real fucked up these last 10 years. It's really be on some gay ride, something like real bad. So Thugger, he was, and I was wondering how was these markets getting this unreleased music and concepts. But Baby proved his hand, like, look at, he tried to be like Megan Thee Stallion, tried to be like Erica Banks, is trying to be like any artist that she tried to absorb the energy. Baby steals concepts. He sold the GS Boys. He sold the Road. He been selling the Dallas artist music and concept and honing them into up contracts. And if it weren't for me, they would have got done even worse than they do. That's why ain't nothing. What have happened since I've been gone? The last artist I co-signed for when I was in LA was Big X the Plug. Who else done came through did anything? New Dallas lasted for 3 months, but I went off on Rainwater in September on everybody and told y'all can't start New Dallas until y'all clean up this mess. Remember the shit kept going viral. I was cussing his ass out. Trying to help y'all start New Dallas.
Right.
And everything I said in 2018, in 2019, when I was screaming, Baby doing this, Baby doing that, nobody believed me. Skyy being messy, Skyy being a bully, these riding Baby. What was I screaming the whole time in LA when I was talking my shit? I was screaming and talking about Baby. But you had people like Mr. Lucci and a couple of you other Spain, bitch, say something to me, call my name, y'all know I'm like Candy Man. Mother, Bloody Mary, say my name 3 times, y'all know I'm putting up with it. I don't bought none of you niggas. And I'm telling my motherfucking truth. You had these riding ass like that. Skyy being messy. Skyy started but I'm screaming, get Baby out the city. It's a black cloud over the city. Baby trying to get them boys. Baby stealing artists' money. Baby over here doing selling artist concepts. We're proving facts on everything just like I have now. Facts. Ain't no allegations. Ain't no alleged, what the words y'all using. I'm standing on facts, straight, truth, business. Telling Dallas, but you know, Dallas has always been known as the most gullible ass city in the music industry anyway. These are here straight licks. Pity licks because don't nobody got no money. Everybody want to be the man and there ain't nobody own it. Ain't nobody own no private jets. Ain't nobody even own no motherfucking car wash or nothing through her. And they'll you if you even get a chance to look like. So I don't fuck with them at all. I never do a comedy show here. But yeah, so you think about it. 2019, I'm getting on air. I'm sending word back to the city, putting the city on official notice that get Baby out of there for one of these boys wind up dead. I come home 20 cause of COVID. They fighting like a motherfucker. They fighting like them boys fighting like a motherfucker. Now, mind you, I'm from Oak Cliff. I've been knowing Marquis since he was in his mama's stomach. Lodiz is my blood cousin. I've been knowing Trap. See, he like 10, 11 years old. Yes, 3 was my baby. I married a from the north, but he was from Garland. My granddaddy from the west, my grandmama from the east, my daddy from the south. I'm all around Dallas. I've always loved everybody. I've always seen Dallas is Dallas.
So I have to ask, when they're beefing and they're, everybody's going up, I mean, are you reaching out? Are you talking to them?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
But you gotta understand, I had moved to LA because I needed to heal. I left Bebe in charge. Even though we was beefing, I just knew Bebe was gonna do the right thing. When Bebe wasn't gonna do the right thing, because if I can make them get along that day, all of them, in that picture, the videos, you have to prove it. If I can make them get along, why the big homie Bebe can't? How is it that everybody beefing with each other, but everybody getting along with one person? How is it that everybody is beefing with each other, but everybody gets along with one person? And then you got Rainwater. So Bebe the black cloud over the city. So when I start getting on Bebe ass, I'm just knowing Dallas gonna have my back. Skyy Lyfe. We need to clean up the city. They see these boys fight. Instead of them, and instead of Dallas, the relevant ones, the ones that were existing at that time, instead of them being leaders and saying, hey, we're not letting this go on. We're gonna stick by Skyy. We're gonna put some order in here. We're gonna put some respect in here. We're gonna lead by example. We're gonna let these youngsters get here. Either these sit back and let it happen. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Ain't none of my business. All right, because Dallas, we all know, don't support nothing. Number 2, either they instigated it, right? They let the city divide. Before this, we always looked at Dallas as Dallas. It wasn't no East Dallas or this Pleasant Grove or this no North Dallas. We all represented the triple D together. And then number 2, they took the word of an outsider over me. And Dallas market hasn't done anything great since.
Okay.
And not knowing Rainwater was sitting back in the wind, waiting on his chance. But if they would have got rid of the black cloud named Bebe, it never would have been a chance for the toxic rainwater to come through this and poison all the soil while it's like it is today.
Okay, well, let's talk a little bit about Rainwater. So I would say, me personally, I'm watching, he's literally keeping 3's name alive.
He's not.
You don't feel like that? Because
he's not keeping, he is capitalizing off of 3's name. He's not keeping 3 live alive. How is he keeping 3 name alive? If that's your definition of keeping somebody's name alive, don't keep my name alive. Let me die in peace.
Well,
they dig this boy's name up every day, drag him through the internet streets, bury him, drag him through the internet streets, bury him, drag him through the... Keeping his name alive is not keeping so much toxicity, dirt, and nasty that his kids, mother, grandmother, and everybody got to look at every day. That's called keeping his name alive. He had a baby with his girlfriend. That's keeping his name alive.
I don't know anything about
that. I do. I know everything. I know everything about Rain. Rain is no good. I met Rain. The day I met Rain, Rain was a snake. I met Rain. He said it was 2007. I know it was way before I got 3. I didn't get 3 to 2010. Rain didn't meet 3 until about 2015 or 16. I had been having 3. When I met Rain, I was shooting a video, trying to finish. You know, I work everywhere else, but I come to the city as a charity case. So I help everybody here in the city. They don't pay me. I make all my money outside this bitch. That way I keep these here about my business, and that's consider my charity work. So I've helped all of these artists, the Rose, the Big Chiefs, the Little Wheels, the Gator Mans, the JBs, the Tekashi, the Doski G's, everything through her. I put on. That's. I'm getting ready trying to get a video shot for JB. My partner, he had just bought a club out in the north. So I'm like, I'm gonna shoot it here, you know, because he had just bought it and it had a good look to it. It was fresh. It wasn't, you know, hood out, because I done shot videos in all the other clubs, so I need a new look. So I went up there and he's like, Skyy, I got this little teenage, like 17. He be having this bitch popping on Saturdays with the kids. Come through and check it out next time you're in the city. I'm like, all right, come through. So, like 2 weeks later, I come to drop off the deposit. I pull up on that Saturday. Damn sure right. It's packed, full of chilling. I go in there, I sit down, I'm at the bar. I'm like, okay, about 300-400 kids up in this motherfucker, teenagers. So he called for the little dude to come over. It's Rainwater. Now at this time, Rainwater don't know who I am. This is our first introduction. He looked just how he looks right now. He come up, he say, ma'am, my name Rainwater. And I'm the one that got this whole club packed like this. And you know how I make my money? I go to these little bitty small country towns like in Tyler and East Texas and West Texas and stuff. And I get in there with them big D boys and I tell them that I'm a manager for these artists like Lil Will and Tekashi and JB and Doski and Slim Thug and so naming all my artists. He don't know who the I am. And I'm just letting him talk. He said, and I tell my manager and I get their money and I run off. You ought to come get down with me, ma'am. I said, I absolutely am going to come get down with you. Came back that next weekend. I had all them artists. We pull up like 10 deep that he named. We walk in the door. Kids in there packed out. He see him, he just happy. Like, dang, all these artists done pulled up on me. Until my little short ass step out. And I look, I say, now tell him what you just told me. He get to stuttering when he lying, like he do now. Get that stuttering shit when he lying. First thing I did was I took his dough. I had my security. Get everything out the dough. Choked him, like I do. You know, I choked the ass out, grab him by his neck, and I tell him, don't you ever touch my money again. And if I hear about you doing some up shit in these streets again, I'm a kid. I should have killed this bitch ass right then. I really should have laid him down and put him on a milk carton because, you know, I ain't no t-shirt person. They got to find your body in order to have a funeral to put a t-shirt on that. I believe putting you on a milk carton. Your mama get a postcard in the mail, maybe. I should have went ahead and knocked his teeth down his throat. I let him make it. I really didn't see Rain for a long time because Rain, last time we had seen, after that, we didn't really see Rain no more. I think that next year or a year or two later, Will was in jail he had on a pistol case. Will only stayed there like 2 or 3 days before I got him out. But while he was in there, he like, Rain up here in the tank. I'm like, the little boy Rainwater from, he like, yeah. I like, put the little nigga on the phone. I'm like, what's up, Rain? What you got going on? He like, I'll be out real soon. I went and looked the charges up. Got all kind of burglary of a habitation, robbery, theft. Like this nigga a thief. Right? He had about like a good 6, 7 charges, strong charges. Looking at 50, flat, out in Denton. All I know about another year, I see this bitch walking out. How you beat all them charges, little nigga? He said he talked his way out of it. I said, okay. So I put him to work. I let him be promotions.
So you would give Rain that he does have a good mouthpiece on release. He
can sell air. That's what he did. But as far as being 3's manager, he was never that. He was a handler. I got 3 in 2009, going on 2010. I met 3 through Stubbling. when he was about 14, 15 years old. Sleeping upstairs at Stubberline house in a room without no furniture on it, with a bag of clothes. Stub fed him, cleaned him up, took him to the studio, everything. When Stub caught his bid,
R.I.P. Stubborn.
my best friend, mad at you, Stub. Stub say, take him. Skyy, take him up under your wing and look out for him while I'm gone. Did that. Put him all the way on. When Rain didn't come around until about 2016, Rain's whole plan was the whole time with everybody was to play everybody out of their hand and out of their position. Rain, remember when I first met him, he talked fast, but he didn't know how to use his head. Rain has been up under me this whole time, feeding information. He talked like I talk. Not as good as I talk, because I think before I talk. And he don't. He talk fast. I taught him industry savviness, industry jargon, how to move, like I teach all of them. Teach them how to swim, how to move, how to eat, how to go out there and get it, come back with it, how to do right with it, how to open your gifts, your talents. But you got those that abuse it, like Baby, like Rain. Dallas, artists, what I view of them today, it's worse than it's ever been. It's worse than it's ever been. It was hard, like you say, having all them, it was hard to just get Dallas artists, you know, even to the point where I could even get them a decent project. And I helped a lot of them at least get decent projects, but they never went anywhere. Like Dallas artists, I can get them so much, and it's like fleas in a jar. They won't go any farther. Like all my other projects that I work out of Houston, out of Louisiana, out of New York, out of LA, all those brands are still thriving real big today. Doing crazy numbers for life. Every Houston record is still popping, hopping, producing more. Dallas artists stop. They get one spin at it, and it stops. And that was hard to do because Dallas don't support. But now, where they at, it's even worse than ever. But Dallas they always looked at Dallas as a lick anyway. That's the reason why Dallas people don't want to do the work, for number one. Dallas artists would rather dick ride than put in the $10,000, 10,000 hours of work that it takes to be successful and great in any field. It takes 10,000 hours of work to study anything and to put in that time and work and study to perfect their craft. Dallas artists would rather kiss ass, suck, ride somebody else's ways just for a moment to take their opportunity and don't support nobody else. They play support. But you'll never win that way. You'll never win that way. And I've tried. I brought music conferences with people from all over the country, moguls. And I didn't have to. Houston didn't want me to bring that conference here. The times I brought it, I could have left it down there where they support it. Guess what? Houston give me $50,000 to do the music conference up here. Do it for charity, Skyy. We don't even want nothing back. Go help Dallas. I'm flying in people from all over the country in the music moguls to come in here and educate and build bonds with Dallas. Dallas artists won't even bring a toy, and it was a music conference for charity. Dallas artists, half of them won't show up because they don't know how to support. That's why none of them go to the BET Awards. You know, Big Chief told me, them niggas got to send me an invite. Instead of you working your ass off, going out there and get it, you going to wait for it to come to you, you'll never get it. It's just Dallas mentality. And now, like, the RIP to the little baby that just died, I don't know any of the new Dallas people. I know JJ the Prince, the owner of Zero. You know, we both Ray Prince babies. That's my brother. We were groomed together. Right. It's my brother. Love him to death. But I would never touch another Dallas artist project. Never. They all have the same mentality.
Well, you know, there's a younger generation now. They have more money than what we was
It ain't about the money. Right. It ain't even about the talent. It's about how coachable you are. Right. Because everybody has to be coached and trained to get in any field. You have to be groomed. You got to be mentored. You got to get gamed up. Nobody comes in the world knowing anything, and you got to get co-signed for it. Like when you're trying to get outside of this market, especially because anybody who get outside of Dallas, you got to go through Houston. They act like they scared to go through Houston. Guys, guess why? Because you got your Dallas people that's here, got them scared to go to Houston. Because Houston is the way that you have to go, because Houston is the music capital of Texas. So whenever you go and try to work in another market, nobody wants to step on nobody else's toes in their market, they're going to call back to the house and research it. They're going to call to the top. They're going to call to Houston, somebody in Houston. They're going to say, do you know such and such and such and such from Dallas? And you get 3 no's in Houston, they're not going to let you come into their market and work. They're going to shoo you off. You got to go to Houston. You got to do the things right. They're not being led right around here. You got people like Corey Cleghorn. He getting all that money from the city that y'all don't even know about. He getting them kickbacks. Been getting them for years since he started that urban specialist on black dollars, lying out black ways that people don't even know about. He gets about $250,000 to $500,000 a year annually through grants that he's supposed to put back into the black music urban community. I haven't seen him do nothing but pay his rent. Y'all better go see how much money urban specialists get from the city of Dallas in them grants every year, and you tell me how much you done seen Corey Cleghorn put back.
Well, what I will say about Corey, they do like look out for violence and stuff. I've been to one of their things before, and they did a real good job on that. I have to say that. So, I gotta say that.
I ain't seen it. I have not seen him do anything but snake artists. I see George Lopez. I mean, like Georgia. Then they don't want the artists to get it outside of Dallas anyway, because people know the truth. Corey Cleghorn name is garbage outside of Dallas. George Lopez, garbage. Everybody still already remember how he stole all that money from DSR, but then also how he stole all that piracy money when he was pressing up all them people's CDs and tapes and mixtapes, and the feds came in there and got him on the piracy by stealing USRC codes, scanning people's shit like it's real music that he done burnt and pressed up, but putting his DSR code on there, getting the royalties for it, stealing, eating all kind of ways. So everybody in here, every time they say you from Dallas, they look like, ooh, George Lopez. Remember how you did them boys? Dallas ain't nothing but a lick city. It ain't like people have not. We've had Atlantic Records to come in here and set up shop. We had Universal. Dan the Weatherman came down here. They have came into the city and tried to help. But Dallas people don't want to do the work, and they're users. And everybody sees that. They actually like the lamest, most gullible artists. Now, we can sell out some concerts. Man, NBA Youngboy, what he did, 3
right.
Arena shows?
We're a consumer city.
Yeah. Yeah, very much. We'll support the shit out of everybody else. But look, that's what another reason me and Bebe was getting into it. I'm steady flying back in the city to bury everybody. And Bebe ain't coming to nobody's funeral. I'm buying flowers and sending money to the family. Bebe, you getting more money out of all these people. They didn't all spend money with you. And you can't come to nobody's funeral, you can't send no flowers. But I'm out in LA when Nip get killed. Who come your bitch ass walking in? You all out here dog shit and got dog tattooed on you. But this is what Dallas like.
Let's talk about hip hop homicides, because I was sitting back on TV, and then I see you on hip hop homicide.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed like you had like more to say, or did they take out? Or like,
I didn't want to do it.
Okay.
I did not want to do the hip hop homicide because, mind you, who was the maker of hip hop homicide?
50 Cent.
So me and 50, this happened. We did hip hop homicide in what, 22?
Yeah.
22. Yeah, because my mama died in 22. Like I lost Mike in 18, I lost 3 in 20, and I lost mama in 22. All back to back to back on top of all kind of shit that life was happening in between. I didn't want to do it. I did not want to do it because me and 50 had unfinished business like we still do today. Like I'm not going to speak a lot on 50's situation. I speak on everybody else, but I'm going to give 50 an opportunity to address me in the right way. The rest of them, but I didn't want to do it. because of that reason. It took a lot of calling and pleading and asking me to do it, and Rainwater crying and Mo 3 family, like because they weren't gonna do it if I wasn't gonna participate in it. I wasn't gonna do it because don't forget, if you looked at them hip hop homicide, every last one of them had one industry expert. And I was the industry expert that carried 3 shows. But I went ahead and did it because, there goes sucker for Skyy. Sucker for little ass Skyy. All right, I'm going to do it for the sake of 3 and them kids. I did it.
Is there anything that you wanted to say about that you want to get off?
What pissed me off behind it is, do you know a week after that show aired that Mo 3 brother Tekashi pulled a gun on me and tried to shoot me at Mo 3 Christmas party in front of my granddaughter, in front of all them kids?
No.
Yeah, Tekashi, Mo 3 brother. Now, mind you, I never knew 3 had a real brother until the day he died. Because, everybody can't come around me. You cannot bring nobody around me. Everybody around me has to be vetted. They know that. Don't bring your friends, your hoes, your partners. It's just you. Because I'm only for you and you are for me. Only person 3 ever brought around me was Gunamizi. And Gunamizi went to jail. I thought Gunamizi was his brother. That was the only person. I did not know he had a real brother until he died. And that's when I heard about Tekashi, right? So I ain't never had no problems with nobody's family. I ain't never had no problems with 3 family. Kim, R.I.P. to my Kim, Beezy mama. Like, I got love for everybody. Like, I fuck with everybody, right? So, I did that hip-hop homicide thing. I'm thinking I'm doing this for 3 and his family, right? I'm not benefiting off of it. The week after that, it aired, it was the Christmas party. I had talked to Nicole on the phone, and Skyy, we doing the Christmas party, and it was out in McKinney, 3 buildings buried out about 5 minutes from my house out in McKinney. The thing, right there, like everything harmonized. I've always kept the harmony. Like when Rain was trying to ring them around the collar, when 3 first died, like I stepped in and made sure everything up until that point was being handled fairly and right. I was liaisoning between them. After that, after this incident, shit went to hell in the handbasket. Rain done had his way and it took everything. They ain't got a dime since I left. So I go to the Christmas party. It's not the Christmas party, it's the charity event. I go down there, take my little granddaughter. She like 2.5, 3. I go in there, I'm only gonna stay like 30 minutes. Nicole gone, I just came to show my face. Go in, say hello to the family, have the family speaking. They meet me outside, they walk me in. I go in, I'm on the stage with the daddy, with 3 daddy. He dressed up as the Grinch. Me and my granddaughter, we sit down, we over there talking to Santa Claus. Santa Claus, little fat white man. I'm telling him my mama just died. He telling me how his mama died. And just sitting there and waving at the people. All I know, I'm sitting up there on the stage with the daddy. I feel somebody tug me on my back of my hoodie. Real hard, like I damn near fell off the stage, like choked me. I'm like, hold on, who is this? He's like, it's me, it's Tekashi. I was like, okay, you don't gotta be pulling on me. He's like, I need to talk to you. I was like, okay, but it's rude for you to interrupt me while I'm talking to somebody and for you to put your hands on me. He's like, I was like, what's up though? What do you need? He's like, come outside. Now it's cold. It's Christmas. I was like, I'll be out there in a minute. I ain't staying long. I'm not gonna go out there just to talk to you. I said, and you need to show some manners and some respect. He was like, you can get the out of here. Nigga, you don't gotta tell me twice. I get to trying to leave, this nigga trying to pick my fat ass up. Boy, if you don't get your hands up, I heard the old people, leave that woman alone. This her, she didn't give a about my brother. Oh, I'm trying to make it D-line to the door. Like, this too much for me. Like, I just lost my mama. Like, nigga, are you serious? I'm going through another betrayal, as many betrayals as I got. I'm going through. I'm really leaving. I'm really over betrayal. Like, I'm like, let me get the fuck up out of here. I'm trying to go to my car. This get outside. Guess who outside filming this? I don't know why you never put the footage out. Just say no to Hosco. Just say Hosco, whatever the nickname is. Isn't it? Y'all trying to turn up for the cameras. My 3 brothers out here trying to beat up Skyy, so he finna shoot my car up. Bet that. Guess what I did? I went to the police and filed charges. And I ain't said another word to them. I cut off all exes. Baby, Rain that was right up. Rain had it. I sit back and think about that. I think Rain hyped Kogotti up to do that. I think as I sit back, I think Rain got in Kogotti. He had hyped Kogotti up to do that. Because Rain didn't even come to the Christmas party that year. And he knew by hyping that boy up to do that, number one, I'm going to say them and them kids, and I'm never going to get involved in that matter again. So boom, he got Skyy out the way. Now I can have my free reign with the family. Then, that's what Rain wanted to get done. Then Kogotti, Rain ain't putting nobody on. Rain didn't take 3 to Boosie. Rain didn't take 3 to Gates. Rain didn't take 3 to Junior. I did all that. Ask Rain, where your contacts at before 3? Since you so much a big manager. You've been riding out my name this whole time. I've been saving this bitch's life in his sleep millions of times since the day I met him up until I put him on official notice. And you know why the last straw for Rain, he done so much shit. A Rain conversation, me to go through Rain, that's a whole nother interview. But you know what the final straw with this was? When he brought DJ Academic down here to my city, my state, and took him to my son, my industry son, grave. Knowing them the same niggas that played me in their robbery. That was the most, that showed me you had no love, no respect, or anything for me or anybody else. And I had been holding all his secrets. I got all the Rain secrets. There's so much, I got everybody's secrets. Now, if anybody know the secrets, I'm publicist. Who the first person you call when you get in trouble? Your public. First person you call, I clean up the mess and I create the mess. One-stop shop. And I'm the best that ever did it. Most expensive. But if you want it done right, you're going to come through Skyy. I mean, you know I got it.
When you see Yellow BZ get arrested for the murder of Mo3, what does Skyy say to herself?
Free Yellow. Free Yellow. All them boys are innocent. It breaks my heart for all 3 of them. Because it could have been stopped. It could have been avoided. They were cheated. Like a lot of other ones. That clout chasing shit that Tekashi brought in here. That nasty, evil shit that this podcast and these bloggers and this mess. Cheating people out their lives. Cheating them out their dreams. Them boys could have went far. They could have went far. But I blame Dallas a lot though too. Dallas needs to stand up and have more balls and support each other. But that's neither here nor there because I don't give a fuck about them. Like, me and Dallas have a love-hate relationship. I love Dallas because everything I love is inside of Dallas. All my blood family, all my closest friends, everything. But all my hurt and pain come from here. Who talk about me? Dallas. My trauma come from here. I had that one incident in New York with Tekashi. I've never had an incident anywhere else. Everywhere else I go, they treat me like a queen. Highly respected. But Dallas, it's always these niggas over here popping shit, hating on me, sabotaging me, going behind my back when I'm only trying to help them. I'm gonna tell you, the night that Mike got killed, I'm gonna tell you how dirty Dallas feels. The night Mike got killed, literally, this shit is so crazy. I never thought I would be that woman. Where niggas literally calling the same night my husband wasn't even cold in the morgue, trying to get in my bed. Dallas foul. All the dirty shit that happened to me in my life, it's come from here. Home is where the hate is. We all know that. But Dallas got a special type of hate. We look like, Dallas look like lame, dumb fools in the industry. Kill everything that happens. Anybody that get popular, anything that gets popular, gets. the basketball players. We the dentists. We the comedians. We the rappers.
We the president.
We the president. Bonnie Clyde buried out in West Dallas. We everything. You get hot, you gotta die.
Yes.
I've tried my whole life to help Dallas. I have. I tried. And Lord knows I do. I have overpaid my dues to this city. But I have no more energy, no more time. They got to find somebody else to do it. I'd never take a project out of Dallas. They glass jars.
So,
you know, I need to talk about my lawyers.
Okay.
You know, my lawyers that represented me in Tekashi69's in the civil case. Because now, mind you, we fast forward up. We're going to backtrack till he gets arrested. Mike get. I cut my phone off because I tried to kill myself. I cut my phone off. When I cut it back on, the feds were no longer trying to call me because Tekashi had already pled guilty and raised his hand in the witness stand. I never had to talk to the feds. I sent in a victim's impact statement at the end of the trial. Tekashi did all the talking to get his sentence and all those other guys. Male murder got 24 years. Shotty got 10 years. The other guys one got 7 and 2 got 5. And Tekashi got 2 years because he testified over all of them. Let me show y'all something. And if you want, I will, when you get ready to do your edits, I'll drop you some of this information. Y'all know I'm a publicist, so I keep all records and all files. All receipts, all records. I'm by the book. Y'all know that.
All right.
This right here. This is valuable information. So Tekashi pled guilty, which automatically gave me a default judgment in the civil case. Remember, it broke on TMZ during the trial. When Harvey and them helped me and broke on TMZ, Sean Shapiro, Complex, them helped me, had lawyers calling me from all around. I chose Joe Tacopina, the same one that just represented Trump and lost with them 34 felonies. He did help ASAP, beat ASAP, and he was the one that got me out. So all these lawyers just called me. I'm doing my heavy research on these lawyers. These lawyers come with this awesome, amazing deal, and they're based in New York. Why them niggas was part of the gag? That's one reason they kept me censored for the last 7 years. Wack never wanted me to talk. Tekashi never wanted me to talk. They kept me censored because with me winning the default judgment, Tekashi owed me money. My lawyers, don't talk, don't say nothing, don't talk nothing. I'm like, everybody calling for interviews. I need to get back to work. They don't want me to work. Don't go back to work because my job consists of media. I'm a publicist. Don't go back to work. Don't tell anybody. Just stay in therapy. Keep your medicine. Keep taking your medicine. Just stay unhealed. Just stay unhealed. Just stay in trauma. The whole time is that they were creating this conspiracy through the music industry. You go back, there were no RICOing cases before Tekashi's RICOing case. The last big RICOing case that we had in the music industry was basically like 2009, 2010 when Diddy and all of them got in trouble with that shooting out there in New York. That was like the last big RICOing story.
What is a RICO?
Shine, the Shine and Shine
okay.
and Diddy them. That was like the last big RICO one. Up until 2018 when Tekashi caught this case that Wack turned over to the feds. And Wack 100 got his promotion to being a federal employee now. Wack started managing Tekashi. They start feeding information to the podcasters, the bloggers, the streamers. When you sign that contract with them streamers companies, you know you basically signing to be a federal agent. They on the spine line paperwork, when you breaking yes and this and that, it says federal guidelines. that the feds can come in there at any time and question you about any of those interviews or seize any of the content that you put out. Boom. In order, do you agree? Yes. Okay? So they start creating, I've sat back and I watched it all. So basically, they created these federal informant systems in order to control the narrative of entrapment. So you have these industry informant plants disguised as No Jumpers, Vlads. Who else are the other ones? I've never watched one a day in my life.
Okay.
Nobody's interviews. Not even y'all, sorry.
Right.
But I watch mine.
Right.
So, because it disgusts me. And then you have, and everybody like, why does Wack know all of this stuff? This is why. Entrapment. The feds paid out last year almost $1 billion to federal informants, 600 and something million dollars. Entrapments. Everybody who do a blog or a podcast show, shortly, you're involved in some type of federal something.
No, we're not involved in any federal stuff.
Look, you think I would have been here? No, y'all good. Y'all Skyy Lyfe babies. Y'all know better.
All right.
Now, Reallyfe got a good name.
Yeah.
Only thing y'all to worry about when Rainwater brings somebody here about, you wind up getting pulled up by the police and killed fucking with him. Keep that nigga up out of here. But as far as that, no, y'all good. But those other ones.
Okay.
The big ones.
Just making sure everybody
Those
knows.
right there.
All right.
They're paying them to come in and trap the artists. They're paying them, feeding them content. Let's give you the $60,000 to $20,000 to get the interview for him. Ask him these certain type of questions on or off of camera. But this right here is what y'all need to see. Tekashi pled guilty, turned on all of them. That's why they call him a rat. Tekashi talked to the feds 34 times. 34 times. With me being the key witness in the case, I requested from my lawyers to send me the testimonials and the transcripts of everything that he had to say on and off the record. Nobody has privy to these but me.
Real life exclusive.
Nobody has privy to the Tekashi transcripts. All 34 times that he talked to the feds, but me. And I am willing to sell them. Because he still haven't paid me my $30 million. Not one dime. Not one penny.
So, do you think he has $30 million?
I don't give a f. I don't give a damn if he has 30 cents. He can go sell his kids and his butt. I want my money. I don't care what he got. I haven't got a penny. And I blame my lawyers, Joe Tacopina. I believe that they were part of the system. As I sit back now, my lawyers won't even release me for I can get my money. Go claim my money. My lawyers have kept me censored. My lawyer has played part of the system that I, unfortunately, got caught up in with Tekashi, Wack 100, 50 Cent, DJ Thorough. These people are part of a whole federal investigation that came in and contaminated our industry. He brought in clout chasing. So many artists died from 2018 starting when I was in LA. It was, as a matter of fact, it was the week of the BET Awards when what's his name? Exxon, Triple Exxon.
Tekashi,
yeah, when he got killed. He was the first one. And from there, they just start smoking. I mean, from there, it's like artists just start getting every week. It done slowed down a lot now.
Yeah, but it was crazy.
For 3 years, it was spiraling out of control. And I really, if I look back, that day, April the 3rd, 2018, when they pulled those choppers on me in my face, is when it all started. And it kept going. Now, that done died down. But it introduced, during this time, the wave of, it kept people distracted while they were able to bring these industry infiltrators in here to create these RICO cases to take down the industry. These right here are so nasty. I've only read 2. I've only read 2. They have so many people's name in them that I've never heard of. I'm gonna tell you about one.
Okay.
One of them, Tekashi describes talking to the feds. Well, I don't know none of these people's names. I'm not gonna mention any name. I'm just gonna tell you this scenario. One of these people that he was hooking up with out in New York that was affiliated with the gang he was affiliated with, he describes flying to San Francisco with them and meeting with a plug, purchasing a whole bunch of narcotics and guns. Now, mind you, he's describing every track and everything that they're doing like he's talking in these transcripts like they're wired. They get out here to the Bay. They purchase the stuff. He describes how the stuff comes back in the 18-wheeler. They get back. They go fly back to Jersey 3 days before the truck arrives. He describes how when the truck arrives in Jersey, how they get the stuff and take it to the stash house in Jersey. And they break it down and take it to the 5 different boroughs. That's just a small synopsis of about a 60-page transcript. But he's giving name for name, detail for detail. He's talked 34 times in all these situations, from different market to market to market to market. That's the reason why he came after J. Prince Jr. They've been trying to take down the Prince family for years. But they're so solid, they don't do anything wrong. So why did J. Prince deny what started the altercation? Remember, J. Prince Jr. denied Tekashi access to his birthday party because he didn't like him. Everybody don't gotta like you. You don't gotta like everybody. So he kikied and cockeyed up in his face, and Junior like, no, I'll pass on you, little homie. And Tekashi went on and disrespected him. I'm gonna suck my dick, and tried everything to push himself into the Rap-A-Lot Prince family situation. And it didn't work. But Dirk and them fell for it. Where Dirk at? Where Von at? Everybody you see that Wack 100 them represented, they're all either federal plants or the feds got some on them, and they all know that Wack is feds. Everybody that work with Wack know that Wack is a fed. They're doing what they have to do in order to save their own self. Again, 50, before the robbery, Tekashi was his son. Remember, 50 even dissed his own son and said he loved Tekashi more than he loved his own son. 50, after the robbery, he backed all the way up. Never seen him with Tekashi ever again. Because 50 found that it was fake. This little boy right here, I seen some shit. I ain't gonna say, I love me some Cardi B. He snitched her out so bad. And a lot of people she was with. He talked from Atlanta to Chicago to D. Only place he did not have access to was Texas and Louisiana.
So I have to ask you, you mentioned Cardi B, he got real cool with Nicki Minaj. Is that in there or anything?
I'm gonna save it for the book or they gonna have to buy it.
And how much is that worth right there? How much is that?
He owed me $30 million. He talked 34 times. So it's gonna be $1 million if you want it. I got it though. Wack, he know what the fuck is up. And matter of fact, I got the card that Wack gave me.
You have that card?
Mm-hmm. When he was New York police hip-hop detective. He was part of the hip-hop crimes unit. Yeah. Yeah, got that card. You know, I keep everything. I keep all the files. And some of the stuff you can actually pull up, you know, it ain't to pull up my relationship with Tekashi. This boy, my name all in his with a peak. He took away all my work. It was so much tied into this. I'm all off of his baby mamas. Like, it's so crazy. For the last 2 years, when I go to get pick my medical insurance plan, it always bounced back that Daniel Hernandez has insurance on me. If you Google Skyy L. Daniels, Daniel Hernandez, Tekashi69 come up. And I mean, it's so much that done occurred, so much more has occurred within this amount of time. But what hurt me the most is, you know, for me to find out that my lawyers was part of the sham. My lawyers sold me out, and they were part of the reason that were keeping me censored, keeping me held in trauma purposely, because they knew that Wack was part of the feds and they had this whole organization going on. And they knew I was the missing pieces of the puzzle. When I found this out last year, me and my lawyers bumped heads real bad. They refused to release me. They refused to collect any money because I'm like, man, it's going on 5 years. We've been done won this case in 2019 before he got all these other lawsuits. Can I get my money? Like my husband did, my mama did, my artist did. I can't work. I need my money. And they steady stalling, but I'm steady going through trauma. And they were liking it. It was giving them more and more time to do what they're doing now. And then what really hurt me a lot was when I got to LA, when I found out that Bebe was feeding my secrets, my affiliates, our state secrets upstate to New York. And then when I call, I'm trying to tell Dallas without telling Dallas. I'm just focusing on what he doing to Dallas and not telling them. And I'm trying to let the higher powers that be handle the shit outside of Dallas because he's bigger than Dallas. But I'm still telling Dallas, hey, he's a snake. Hey, he did this to me. He's doing this to y'all. And for me to find out that somebody who I loved Bebe. I loved him so much. He hurt me. I have trust issues. I've always been a standoffish person and real reserved. I've never been really like an approachable person. But now, I still wear my mask. Like, I have real bad social anxiety. Me going from Skyy to socialite to now Skyy, I suffer from a lot of social anxiety. I don't even really like people anymore. Like, it is what it is. You don't think I done called backlash before? So do I have to lose? They done took everything from me. I'm starting over from scratch. Let them say what they say. Who gonna stop me? Ain't nobody ever been to this day. They should have me when they had the chance. They let a real back in the game. So what the f they gonna do about it? Come stop me. I want my day in court. I need my day in court. I want to be able to face my accusers, face my oppressor. I want to face my oppressor. I would love to have my day in court. I've never got an apology from none of them. A case of mistaken identity is all they said. After all this I just went through, all this, I lost my husband from this. My man. I lost my mama. Let me tell you what Tekashi did. 2 weeks after my mama died, I'm not knowing because I'm trauma. You know, I'm like going through it, not knowing that my lawyers was playing the other hand. 2 weeks after my mama died, he released a video bragging about robbing me. I'm gonna shoot you in your face. Did a nasty video about me. I'm gonna send you the video. I made my lawyers go and make him take that video down. But he did this nasty video bragging about robbing me. And you know how he opened that video up just to torment me and keep me in more trauma? The video opens up of his mother holding him. Like, kind of like Jason. And, you know, I have a book that I haven't finished writing yet. You got your flyer? I got a book, and trying to finish writing. I only got one last chapter, but shit keep happening. This is my book. The shit that dreams are made of. Right? Portrait of a Celebrity Publicist, Life After Tekashi69. And it's basically my memoirs of everything that's happened under my own story. People can say this and people can say that, but this is my story. This is mine. And you know, like, that's what people's problem is today. Like, I don't watch the bloggers, the podcasts. I don't watch any of this stuff. So I would never know what they say because I'm too busy trying to fix my life, find my purpose, and God and my tribe of the people that go for me, trying to get my life back right. Like, I'm not here to be on no messy shit, no exposing shit, or none of that. I'm here trying to get my story out of what happened. Get it off my chest. What the f I got to lose? I done lost everything already. But saying it to say, like, so whatever they got to say, whatever backlash come with it, I'm here for it.
Well, we'll have to bring you back to dive a little bit more deeper in this.
I don't know if I'm gonna come back. I think it's gonna be all that they get. They gotta buy the book or come on the comedy show. Y'all gotta do a whole. If they come on, if they talking shit and they getting on my nerves, I'm not gonna come back. I really can game them up and give them a lot of industry information. Like, I would rather use my time wisely and educate them than being on her on some messy shit.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Next time you come back.
Yeah, you know, that's what took me so long. You know, I don't like that messy shit. I don't like drama. I don't like all of that. You know, so. But I will sell these transcripts because I need my money. Like, I got 8 grandkids now. You know, like, I'm back at work. I'm doing comedy.
So,
like,
so basically you're saying, hey, that's for sale.
I'm gonna sell them. If anybody want to buy them, I got them. I'm the only person that got them. The only person that was privy to them. I may send y'all one of them. Real life, yeah. Or when y'all edit. Are y'all gonna edit as far as like adding some of the stuff I may talk about in it? Yeah, I'll send you some of the documents, and I may see you while you're editing, if you wanted me to send you some pictures or some like you said, a picture like me and 3 and the boys or anything that you may need. I remember I talked to Joke and did he send you his question? Because he had wanted to talk about the Roy Lee documentary that he filmed.
Yeah, let's before we get out of here, can you touch on Roy Lee?
R.I.P. Roy Lee. My niece was there with him when he died. My niece had a baby with his nephew. He was there when he died. I don't feel like them boys had anything to do with Roy Lee's death. Roy Lee died from a blood clot from the gunshot wound that he suffered the week before. From my understanding, he was on the phone with Rainwater on his way to go meet Rainwater when somebody came out the blue shooting at him. I know I did talk to him the night he got shot. I talked to him the night that he got beat up. Him and Yella had that fight at the club. He had just left me in the club I had over there with Kane Barrett, Radius Gold, when they jumped him at the club. I know I talked to 3 that night that he died. I know I talked to Kim, Yella Mama, that night that Roy Lee died, that Yella got shot up. I know I talked to Kim. I know I talked to 3. I know I tried to avoid that situation altogether. What happened to the city is very tragic. Roy Lee didn't deserve that. None of these boys deserve it. When you're just trying to live your dreams and feed your family, the mess gotta stop. I plead to the content creators like yourself, Reallyfe Street Starz. The reason why I did give y'all this, like you said, now I trust y'all. Y'all not out here sending people stories and working with the feds. I know y'all better than that. I know your mamas and your kids and everything. I know your background. I just would plea out to the bloggers that and the people who are here unknowingly. I just pray that this could help people understand what's really going on in the industry and miss the pieces where they won't get caught up into the situation like myself and everybody else are getting caught up into. The bloggers, you have to watch them. The podcasters, they'll watch them. And because they are what is really ruining our industry, ruining our culture by the bloggers keeping up the mess, and the bloggers are entrapping us. So until we can bring back a decorum into the culture of respect, and number one, and integrity, and we run the rats out of here and clean house and put real people like Reallyfe Street Starz in places to control the narrative and the content that comes out respectfully the right way. we're gonna continue to have these type of situations.
That said, Skyy.
But I'm doing comedy now.
I know.
I'm laughing out the pain.
I know. Yeah, that's.
And put the world on official notice that Big Skyy is single. The new Skyy is single, and she is dating. But I am celibate. I'm wifey material. I am the most eligible bachelorette in the game. They let a real bitch back in. A lot of things have changed.
And as far as comedy, where can we see you?
I would never do comedy in Dallas. You can catch me in Hollywood and Vegas with Lunel. And I do have a show coming up in Houston. I'm giving Houston the first big debut. So y'all catch me in Houston. I'll come back to Dallas when I'm selling out arenas. But as far as that, y'all got to catch me out of town. I don't fool with these people right here.
And give us your Instagram so when people will catch you.
Comedian Skyy with 2 Y's, the center. I chose comedian Skyy the center, number 1, to piss the people off in my church. The little old ladies that get in my nerves every Sunday on the usher board trying to kick me off. And then center is it's a way for me to make sure that I'm keeping God with me, because all of us are sinners, you know. So I am, through my comedy, being the most authentic Skyy that I can be. I'm doing everything that I've put into everybody else for so long, and I'm putting it into myself, and I'm doing the exact same thing. I've mentored with Lunel this whole time. This whole time I have been mentoring with Lunel in and out of LA, in and out of Vegas, doing stand-up, doing shows, working on developing this character, comedian Skyy the center. So I'm so excited for the world to see her. And so I basically took all the training that I put into all these other artists, and I'm putting it into myself. I'm a mentor. You know, I do old school. You know, I raise you from the ground up. So I am doing real live stand-up, not no internet scripted and doing nothing like that. Like, actually, I've been in Hollywood getting the booze with the cools, building my name, because everybody know, like, I mastered the music side of the industry. So it's another spectrum of entertainment. You have comedy and movies. So I want to do comedy in real movies, not no reality. Music and reality shows go together. Then you got comedy and music go together. So comedy and movies. So I wanted to feel the pain. Like the Richard Pryors, the Eddie Murphys, the Lunels, of getting on that stage and having a bad night. But I felt it like it's best to do it in Hollywood, because you're not in neither side of entertainment until Hollywood's calling your names. So I said, do all your practicing in Hollywood. That way, whether you do good or bad, they know Skyy the center's name.
You gotta say it, Skyy Lyfe, you are a Reallyfe Street Starz.
Always, day one. I gave y'all first interview, remember that? And y'all lost it. That's what took me so long to come back, but I appreciate y'all so much for having me. I'm trying not to make it another 7-10 years before I come back, but y'all always know y'all always in my heart. And I only one phone call away from y'all. And whenever y'all want to pull up and do the comedy shows with me, y'all can. Make sure y'all let the world know. Y'all go through Reallyfe Street Starz. Y'all got to call them. Call down to Houston to get this right here. But yeah, and to everybody that love me, I love y'all back. All my Skyy Lifers, my lunatics, my sinners, I love y'all. Everybody that hate me, I hate you too. The feeling is mutual. And it's up. And if I got a problem with you, any of those names, any of the names I named, these names right here, Wack 100 is you. Tekashi69, I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna knock your teeth down your throat when I see you. DJ Thorough, you're the absolutely most disgusting. You set a woman up with no remorse. DJ Academic, you are fat, sloppy, nasty man. You would never have a woman if it was not for you being on this podcasting thing. You're the type of disgusting ass man. If it wasn't for you having money, nobody would ever date you. DJ Academic, you're the kind of man that talks in safe places. You're not even a man. You're a disgusting creep that pedophiles on kids. You probably sit up and your job is to scratch your ass all day long. You probably even take a bath while you're on here in everybody's business. You need to find your own. Rain, your time is coming. Your karma's coming. And when it does happen, I will be the first. If I'm anywhere close in the vicinity, I will spit on your dead brains on the sidewalk. Or or when you are buried in the grave, I hope 3 drags you to hell to meet you at the crossroad on the pearly gates. And I promise to piss on your grave while I'm on my period. And baby, gay. I really don't even have to give you much because nobody knows you anymore outside the city. I've already dried your water up, your well up, your Nikki face all twisted up like she on coke now. So I've already gotten you back. Life already got you back. You're already washed up. Talking about making home safe. Do you even have a home to go to? Baby, I really don't gotta say anything about you because nobody knows you. You're no longer any relevant. You have no comeback, no win. Once you get fired from K104 while you're over there begging for that contract, you don't have anywhere to go. I've already sold that ticket up for you. And shout out to all my great supporters. Houston, I love you. Thank you so much, Houston, for all that you've done for me. Houston is who gave me my crown. I love you, Houston. I'm going to tell y'all a fun fact about Skyy Lyfe. Do you know who made me a publicist?
Who's that?
Watts and OG Ron C. I was about 17, 18 years old. And I was like 18, 19. I was grown. I was legal. And I remember they called me and they was like, we need you to call this white lady out in because I could always talk real well. Call this white lady out in Canada. You know, she want to get us some gigs and spend some money with us. So they gave me the play on everything I needed to say, right? I was like, okay, I got it. But who do I need to say I am? And they both laughed. And they said, you're our publicist. I said, what the hell is a publicist? They said, you will find out soon. So I love my brothers. I'm very heartbroken. I love all of Houston. Thank you, Houston, for giving me my crown, giving me my voice, letting me do what I want to do, for always being my playground, my biggest supporters in life. And that's, you know, I will trash everywhere else, including this city. But I would never, ever betray Houston, give y'all none of Houston's secrets. I would never, y'all could never call me to do anything against Houston.